Okay, so we got a lot of good energy. Got the light coming from this way. See? I see the light from that way. We're gonna do our thing. Car's backing up. Holy shit, you see that lightning? You see that lightning? Shit, man, they're like, do everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. I told you, I called the calm before the storm. You see that shit? The Motrin says, let it be known to the king that the Jews who came up from you have come to us at Jerusalem and are building a rebellious and evil city and are finishing its walls and repairing its foundations. Yeah. Evil backwards is live. In the midnight hour, chapter 7. I remember the moment the doctor told me. I was standing in my kitchen, not having bothered to emotionally prepare myself for the call. I'd had light menstrual periods for years, and I realized the chances were good that, although I was quite still young, the end might have already come. That's what Mary Ann had to say. And it's raining now, too. See the light? We're bringing the light through the night, and it's raining. It is raining now. Just look at something real quick. You know what I mean? Blessed be the Lord God of our fathers, who has put such a thing as this in the king's heart to beautify the house of the Lord which is in Jerusalem, and has exceeded mercy to me before the king and his counselors and before all the king's mighty princes. For the priests and the Levites have purified themselves. All of them were ritually clean, and they slaughtered the Passover lambs for all the descendants of the captivity, for their brethren, the priests, and for themselves. See, look at that. There and there. Thank God for Motrin. I know, we got still got to do this shit. See what I'm saying? Yeah, that was lightning I saw. The daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. When it's time to thresh her, yet a little while, and yet the time of her harvest will come. And that song's over. Walk through a little bit, because a Saturn just drove up through. Walk through a little bit. Where'd the motion end up? The enemy has damaged everything in the sanctuary. Look at that. So now we gotta start from scratch. I will never forget when my little girl was so tiny that I propped her up between pillows on my bed as I sat next to her and wrote. I think of that often when she's lying across the same bed now, chatting on school about homework and history and life. These are the good old days, and believe me, I know it. Still, that doesn't mean they gain something but what we lose. On that day, I rode away from Oxford. I was crying, but I was smiling as well. My daughter was free now, in that way that only the young can be free. They joined themselves also to Baal of Peor, and ate sacrifices made to the dead. Thus they provoked him to anger with their deeds, and the plague broke out among them. Then the Pinehund stood up and intervened, the first of all their strength. He has also brought them out with silver and gold, and there was none feeble. Thank God for Motrin. Oh, yeah, thank God for Motrin. Yeah, send it out with that whistling. Therefore, pride serves as their necklace. They are utterly consumed with terrors. As a dream when one wakens, so Lord, when you awake, you shall despise their image. Yeah, okay, walk through that. The sons of Ram. We've been getting a lot of rams driving by. The firstborn of Jeremiel was Maz, Jimin, and Eker. Now the king was exceedingly glad for him, and commanded that they should take Daniel up out of the den. So Daniel was taken up out of the den, and no injury whatsoever was found on him, because he believes in his God. Yeah, look at that. That was a good place. We saved Daniel. We seen the lightning coming. We saved Daniel. Yeah, we got a black car, black Impala, and the urban jungle, taking that to 8 Mile. All right.